Hi guys, Janine here. Welcome into the kitchen with Janine. In the kitchen with Janine. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and join my little family. Lots of stuff, lots of things to see and learn from, and hopefully help you out in the kitchen and everywhere. Today, I'm going to call this What to Cook to Do, because I have that book for years and I never did a recipe from it, but I have some things to show you. When I'm not cooking, I'm usually crafting. I'm not usually crafting per se things for food. I'm usually crafting things around the house. I told you in the Michael's haul video that me and Honey like to paint, even though I'm awful at it. He's much, much better, but we just enjoy it. It's our way to relax, to do that together. My way is doing things like this. Now I'm going to start off with food because this is really amazing and kind of new to me. I've just started. This is a very favorite Panera vinaigrette bread, lemon vinaigrette that I love, absolutely love. We'll take that first because I got to put it back in the fridge. And from this, I washed the bottle really well. I did that because I like the shape of it. Sometimes you have a look at a bottle and say, I like that, or I could do something with that. I have to save that. Such is the case with Panera. So that became this. My own, very own, large spice jar. Look, it's the same bottle, okay? Now you're going to say, well, okay, so well, you went out and bought a cork for it. No, I didn't. I didn't buy a cork. I was prepared to, though. I was going to go and get one of these. Let me show you. I keep them all over my drawer and in my house. Just so you know, I'm telling the truth here. See? I have these. I always save them. I tried, and now watch on camera today. It'll fit. Oh, actually it does. Look at that. Good to know. Note to self. I didn't realize it fits. I probably didn't like it because it was too short. But I like things to go full food. This is the cork from a Prosecco bottle. Okay? Doesn't matter which one you use. Vianetto, or the orange label, the blue one, Riondo. There's many. This is a Prosecco cork. A champagne cork would probably do the same. So I tested and I said, that's it. You hear the snap even? The seal? Watch. Let me do it again. I love that because I'm a geeky cook. So there you go. Your own little vessels and ways to save stuff. So let me put this back in the fridge quick for you because I'm a nut about spoilage. I don't like anything to spoil. So that was that. I had a lot of fun. And it's not just peppercorns you can put in here. Think out of the box. Lots of stuff can go in here for your craft needs and stuff. I have a lot of beads. I'm, matter of fact, getting ready to organize those. That's a whole other video. Let me forget that. That's like next year. Number 2 food. Look at this. I love Oui yogurt. New to the brand, new to the yogurt. Started eating again. I stopped for a while. I love strawberry. And I have them. I use them. So now, last year, again, you have to see the package and say, I could do something with that jar. I like that jar. Well, that jar became this little tea light. Okay? It's a little candle tea light in there, right? You want to talk about keeping it all food? Guess what's in the bottom? You can see this clear enough. Let me hold it up. See? Moves around. That is, my friends, stale quinoa that I didn't have the heart to throw away. This had to come about. So I took the Oui jar. I cleaned it up. It's very easy. One thing's nice about this French company. They make it simple. It says no goop be gone necessary. There's no scraping in the kitchen with the Brillo to get it off. This is such a plastic that just under the warm water, it peels off effortlessly and clean. So that became easily a clean jar to put whatever you want. I had this in mind because we're on the beach and I had a 45-year collection of seashells that the former owner left me. When we do the video talking about everything that was left behind, it's unbelievable. Anyways, I'm not a waster. I took things and shells and I made several. I'll show this throughout the year, the other projects I made. But that became from a little yogurt jar. Okay, now it gets better. I was still into the Oui jar. I got the fresh one, a batch today. I'm going to put that in the fridge in a second. No, let me just keep it here to remind me. Yeah, I'm online. I'm always online. I'm always looking for gadgets. I'm always looking for food stuff. I'm always having fun. And I was on there 2 nights ago, or maybe even last night. That's how fast Amazon delivers. Okay, now this, same jar, people. Same jar, the free Oui jar, but now it's the step up. Stepped up your game. Stepped up my game. Okay, these are sold. That's the seal, guys. That's how great the seal. You see, the rubber, just like any other food vessel jar. And with the lids, they come in a dozen. I bought a dozen. They're very, very economical. I'll put the link from Amazon for them. And they come with the label on your own. The only thing I'm missing is I have to have it. I think I have it from other crafts, is a white paint pen. But they showed one where the guy was just wiping it off afterwards. So I'm going to go research again and look for that exact pen. Because let's say today I want to keep peppercorns in it. Tomorrow I want to keep beads in it. The next week I want to keep nutmeg in it. It's going to change, which is the beauty of it. You could put whatever you want in here. It doesn't have to just be food. I'm doing it because I'm a food crafter, crafty foodie. I don't know what you want to call it, but that came about from my yogurt jar, which I would have thrown away anyways. Let me put the fresh yogurt back in the fridge. I'll be back. One second. As you can tell, I'm super excited today. Had some fabulous, happy family good news. You know, my kids are very private. They don't like me talking too much about anything on, you know, my channel and everything. But just saying, I got the kind of happy news, and that gives you joy, that you feel my energy today. I'm just up. I'm up and I'm happy. So that's the wee jar, guys. Now, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be salad dressing. I shop around, as you all do. You have everything everywhere. This was, I don't even remember, to be honest with you, some kind of food vessel. But you'll know it when you recognize this. You'll see that it's the shape of the jar. You'll see that the label is likely to come off easier, even if you struggle a bit. There's ways to get them off. You soak them overnight. You put them in the dishwasher. Beautiful plastic lid. I like this. It doesn't look like a jar. All the label jar lids, you don't want it to say Ragu on top and then think you're going to make it look fancy, because that's not going to happen. I know I don't like it like that. I know some people do. No disrespect. If you have beads or, you know, nut bolts like old guys in back in the day, and I can say old guys because my hubby's up there and he doesn't even do it. He has drawers for his nuts and bolts and screws. But back in the day, how about many of these did you see in old men's garages all lined up? And they found a way that they'd screw the lid in and screw it back, the jar. Hilarious. But anyways, this is sesame seeds in here, dry sesame seeds. And I love it because it's indistinguishable, if that's the word. I'm hoping I'm vocabulary correct. It's indistinguishable, and that's what caught my eye to it. And I'm always looking for that kind of stuff. I'll show you another one. It's indistinguishable, and I talked about this in my last video. This was Michael's we're not going to say anything in the jar is homemade. This was Michael's tomato sauce that I used. I made the chicken cutlet parmesan in the video, and I talked about this jar. I think it's not there in the Michael's haul jar, showing you my cabinetry. This is why, for me, it's so important, because I use these and I store a lot of stuff. And my mom instilled in my head, whether it be pasta or lentils, Janine, take them out of the boxes. You get those mealy bugs, you get this, you get that. Rice, all of these grains, spices, keep them in glass because they're fresher and it's safer and better from bugs and anything bad that could get in it. So this is a good one. Don't know what I want to use it for yet because it's a little bigger. It's an in-between size, but free. Okay? Best thing about doing it this way, free. Storage. We all love and need storage. This see this beautiful little jar here with its own cork. Okay? Thick glass. Okay? Very nice. That's a nice jar. This is a Home Goods find. I paid $8 with saffron. That was I was cooking some kind of crazy recipe that I don't know if it was successful or not, but I needed saffron. And you know those little threads, the red threads that they come from the flour, that's why they're so expensive. They have to be hand-picked. But that's why they were in a beautiful jar, because they're so pricey. Anyways, when I finished the saffron, again, took the labels off, was left with this empty, gorgeous jar. It's very small. Could have put 1,000 things in this. Seed beads for my earring crafting, whatever have you. But what did your girl do? Because I like to keep it food. And I love the way I store them. Nutmeg, fresh nutmeg is in there. And I think in a pack of fresh nutmeg, you only get like 3. So that's that. Okay. Now, it doesn't just have to be food or liquid jars or whatever have you. I had this. This is my granulated garlic. Let me see if I could show you what it was in, and it drove me crazy, and I will tell you why it drove me crazy. Yep, give me a second, because bear with me. Bear with me. I might make sense to you if you go through it. Okay, now, here's the baby mason jar. How cute. It had the pour thing on it and the little handle. This is that. This, when I had the granulated garlic in there, it's probably just me, but bear with me. Hear me out. The top part would get so dry and crusty with every time I pour, there'd be a residue left. One day I was looking at it, I'm not going on camera with that thing. It's horrible looking. It was all crusty. Anyways, I still love the bottle. I'll find something dry to go in there. And I switched the top, and I'll show you what I did, because I'm a crazy person. This is adorable. I'll keep that aside. But the reasoning was, now this was an old jar of something that I ran out of, ready to throw out the jar. Some of my spices, I go from, what do they call it in furnishings? And now I'm going to say it in food. I go low to high end, low end. I don't care. I shop at the dollar store to the Ritz, whatever, all and everything in between. So this was like a gourmet organic spice of some $8 something. And I liked it because, again, indistinguishable. Black lid, pick it up, had the screws. It covers the debris that I don't like. I know it's fanatical. I know. You could leave me now. If you don't want to subscribe, I get it. But look, how nice. I could keep more in it. It pours cleaner. I love it. And the jar's free. That's the biggest deal. Now, last one I want to show you, and then I want to show you one. Let me show you the pepper. Now, the pepper don't drive me so crazy, and I spent a small fortune to get organic pepper, ground pepper from Amazon. And this is in that Heritage jar, one of the ones I got at Michael's in a mini haul, and I loved it. But it had the solid cover. This cover was on this jar. And it's a good thing that I can't leave anything alone. I had said this before, and I'm not lying. I can't leave things alone. I got to make them mine. So I swapped out the lids. I'm enjoying this little pepper thing with my garlic powder. I keep the Trinity or the Trio salt, pepper, and garlic powder always by the stove when I'm cooking. And I love this now. And like I said, now this will probably go somewhere else with something, just for decor. I can make it 1,000 things. But it's over with that. Now here's something. It doesn't have to be spice. It doesn't have to be, could be any shape or size. The main thing is if you can get it clear and clean to make it what you want and reinvent it. If I show you this jar again, let me light it because I didn't like the other one that I showed you. I want to light that one. But for today's purpose, I'll show you the safe one. Okay. Now, I can't see if you could tell how beautiful, guys, but I have several of these. And when we sit out on the patio at night, I love them. They're inexpensive. For me, they're free. And I put the safety light in them and I light up the patio. And they're lovely. I have them around the house. I have about 6 of them. But look at this. This is my craft rope. Okay. Get that at the craft store. And this is yet again more shells from the lady who left me the collection mixed in with beach rocks that I collect. The bottom is beach rocks. Underneath the beach rocks is brown rice. Again, doesn't matter if it's stale or fresh. I mean, the quantity I'm using is so minuscule, it doesn't matter. So that's that. But here is the secret. Guess what jar this is? I think I know I threw it out this morning. Anyways, this is the Tostino's salsa. Okay? This is the Tostino's salsa jar. And I'll end with that one because that's enough of my quirky cooking, crafting craziness. I like that. Cooking, crafting craziness. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you like what you've seen and you like me, my personality, and my chatty stuff, subscribe, be part of my little family, and I'll see you in the next video.